What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, we're coming back to 9 Inch Nails. Yes, indeed. 9 Inch Nails fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity boobity bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Micah, Brian Manel, Sketchy Magpie, Tito, Johnny, Matthew Strong, Mauro Gianetto, and Davey Milazzo. They all want to see me react to this. It is 9 Inch Nails with a live performance. That's key. I'll explain why in a second. With a live performance of the song Wish. Now, have I heard the song before? Full disclosure, yes. Yes, I have. I have heard this song many, many times. This song was featured on the Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock game, which I loved. I absolutely loved that game. This was one of the easiest songs on the game to play, especially if you were playing the bass part. You literally just hit a note, and you just let it sustain. Hit another note, let it sustain. It was a lot of sustaining. Look, if you could not 5-star this song on that game, you had no business playing that game. But I am very, very, very familiar with this song. So yes, I have heard it before for sure. So full disclosure, that is the case. Now, having said that, this is, from what I've been told, a live performance of the song. So, full disclosure, full transparency, I will not be reacting to the song itself in any way, shape, or form. I will only be reacting to, evaluating, and scoring the live performance. Stage presence, stage energy, stage interaction, crowd interaction, showmanship, production. I will take how well the band plays the song into account a little bit, but for the most part, it's going to be about the visual here, so please keep that in mind. This was posted by 9 Inch Nails, yeah, surprise, surprise, and the video has 332,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. 9 Inch Nails, Wish, live. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
I'm digging the live sound. I like the sound of this live version more than the studio recording. It sounds fuller, it sounds bigger, it sounds richer, it sounds more real. I'm digging this. I'm absolutely digging this. That has nothing to do with the songwriting, that has nothing to do with the arranging. Remember, I'm not reacting to or evaluating those in any way, shape, or form. But the live sound that they're getting from this performance on this song sounds better than the studio recording, I think. On top of that, you got some great stage energy going on. No stage interaction, and you had a little bit of crowd interaction at the beginning with, Trent talking to the crowd, but the energy on stage is nice, and the production is nice. I know it's just lighting, but the utilization of the strobe light in strategically placed areas, very smart. It almost like not from the front. It's like backlit. Well, it's both. You got the backlit strobe with the front strobe in sync with each other. It looks really good. And they're not overusing it. I love strobe effect, man. I do. I got no problem with strobe effect. But when it goes on like for the entire song, it gets old real quick. So the way they're doing it, very, very smart. Very visually appealing. I like it. Let's keep going here. Let me back up a little bit, and then
Don't you tell tales, 26 years on our way to hell. Got a few big time high life, bad luck, fist fuck. Don't think you're having all the fun, you know me. I hate everyone. Wish there was something real, wish there was something true. Wish there was something real in this world for you.
utilizing the greens and the reds. Nice. With the blue backdrop, it looks really good.
Wish there was something real, wish there was something true. Wish there was something real in this world for you.
The intensity coming from the performers, both from an instrumental standpoint and from a vocal standpoint. The facial expressions, very intense. You can feel it. You can absolutely feel it in the air. It feels really good. I kind of wish I was there. I wish I was in the crowd to hear this, because this sounds really good. Sounds better than the studio recording. I'm sorry. I'm sticking to that. I know people are going to be probably crying bloody murder. Oh, the studio recording sounds so much better than this. Well, that's your opinion. You're certainly entitled to it. I'm digging the energy, and I'm digging that full sound that you're getting on this as compared to what you get on the studio recording. I'm digging it. I'm feeling it. I'm enjoying everything I'm seeing and hearing. Let's finish this out, and we'll get to the review.
There was something real, wish there was something true. There was something real in this world for this world for you. This world for you. This world for
With a sudden ending, just like the studio recording. Okay. Nice. I like the sudden ending. Just like the studio recording. It translates well to a live performance. Not really a whole lot to talk about, honestly. There really isn't, but there's a couple things I definitely want to talk about. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was 9 Inch Nails with a live performance of Wish. This was a request from Micah, Brian Manel, Sketchy Magpie, Tito, Johnny, Matthew Strong, Mauro Gianetto, and Davey Milazzo. Okay, before I get my score, I just need to reiterate this in case you missed it or you forgot. I am very familiar with this song. I have heard this song more times than I could possibly count. It was on Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. It was one of the easiest songs to play on that game. Seriously, if you could not 5-star this song, you really have no business playing Guitar Hero. You really don't. No, it's a fun, easy song though. This is one of the songs where I would do the bass part and I would do the vocals on the game at the exact same time. It's that easy. But it's a fun tune, man. Great energy and great drive. And I've always wondered what this song would sound like in a live setting. I always wonder even when I first heard the song on the game, I was like, I wonder how this would sound live. Well, now I got my answer. But before I do get my score, just full transparency, full disclosure, since I am familiar with the song, I can't take the song itself into account here. I cannot include songwriting or arranging into this at all, okay? My score is being based completely on the live performance, stage energy, stage presence, stage interaction, crowd interaction, showmanship, production. I am taking how well they played the song into account a little bit, but very little, okay? But as you're gonna see, that very little did make a little bit of a difference. You're gonna see what I'm talking about here. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that live performance, I'm gonna give that an 8.1. Yep, 8.1. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
The energy on stage. The stage presence and the stage energy were off the charts. Loved seeing that. I mean, even watching it on a video, I could feel the energy, which is not always easy to do. Translating stage energy from being there in person to watching it on a screen does not always translate well. In this case, it translated very well. I can only imagine how much better it would have felt if I had actually been there. I kind of wish I had been there. That would have been cool. But as far as the live performance goes, like I said, stage energy, check. Stage presence, check. Stage interaction, no, we really didn't have any, which is unfortunate. It kind of ties hand in hand with showmanship. So, but we didn't have any of that, unfortunately, so I can't check that box. Crowd interaction. I am gonna check the box on that because at the very beginning, Trent did talk to the crowd, you know, hyping them up for the song. Unfortunately, that's all we had, but it was enough to check the box. It's a weak check, but it is a check nonetheless, so it is there. Let's see, stage presence, stage energy, stage interaction, crowd interaction, showmanship. That kind of, like I said, way in hand with stage interaction. Really didn't see any. Except there was some movement and motion around on the stage by the individuals. They were all like in their own little circles, but within those little circles, they were moving around. So I'll give it to them. I will absolutely give them showmanship. Production, it was only lights. That's all they had was lights. But you know what? The lights were well done and the lights were well executed, in particular the strobes. I have seen bands abuse strobe lights, and what I mean by that is they overuse them. Like, I've seen bands use strobe lights through an entire song start to finish. That is just way too much. They used the strobes at the appropriate points in the song where it was called for. And the way they had the strobes set up, they had the front-facing strobe, so you had them facing, you know, the faces and the bodies of the people up at the front of the stage. And you also had backfill strobes as well, giving it the full effect. They were all in sync. It looked really good. In contrast with the colored lighting that they were using. I love the green in the breakdown section where they brought the green light up under Trent while they had the other guys in the back with the orange against the blue backdrop. Very contrasting colors. Really contrasting colors and very, very eye-catching. Especially the green up under Trent. Good color selection. So yeah, it's all production. I mean, it is. It's not a lot, but it's enough. It definitely is enough. So, and they made it work, especially those strobes. So yeah, I would definitely give that live performance overall, the whole thing, from a visual standpoint, I would give it a 7.9.
NANI?
What? 7.9? Didn't I give this an 8.1? I did give it an 8.1, didn't I? Gee, I wonder what that 0.2 might be. It couldn't possibly be how well they played the song and how well they made the song sound in a live setting, could it?
Wait a minute, there's something forming here. Forming? It says, what a question.
Oh yeah, it could. Absolutely. Remember, I did say I do take how well they play the song into account a little bit. And yeah, number one, they nailed the song. That's number one. Number two, they made the song sound better in a live setting than it did in a studio recording. In a live setting, they made it sound so much fuller, so much bigger, so much richer than it does on the studio recording. I love this live recording. The audio from this sounds so much better, in my opinion. So, and that's up to the band. That's up to the guys on stage playing the song. So good on them. Absolutely good on them. Not always easy to do, especially with compressed video like this is. So yeah, I'm absolutely gonna bump it up from a 7.9 up to an 8.1 because of how well they played the song and how well they made it sound. They made it sound better than the studio recording in a live setting. How cool is that? So yeah, I'll give them that 8.1 all day long. I feel good with that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So 8.1 final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.